Guys, now let's be honest with each other. You know what happened. He got knocked out. He got knocked out in the 5th round. He already went down once earlier in the round, but then the second time he got hit on the top of the head, and then he retreated into the corner and was looking up at the ref like, no, no. And then Provodnikov was over it. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live, and I cover boxing every single major fight live here on this Black Friday, November the 28th, 2014. It was a Black Friday, somewhat of a massacre. But then again, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Even though Castillo did get his ass beat, it wasn't necessarily really a slaughter, because before that, it was looking like one of those fights that if Castillo lasts to the 6th round on, maybe he had a better chance of winning. But, you know, he got knocked out, so there's really no controversy there. T Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe. Let's talk about, I guess, moving a little bit ahead. Let's talk about potential opponents next. We know Mauricio Herrera turned him down, but I think about this. Well, Herrera beat him. He's fighting a tougher fighter in Benavidez, so, you know, I don't know. Hank Lundy said he would go to Russia. Is the money there? But then again, you ask about, well, they sent Castillo over there. But maybe you look at the fact that Castillo is a Mexican fighter and they just would love to have one of their Russian guys, you know, severe, like, beat up on a Mexican fighter. So, you know, it sells there. By the way, shout out, it came out to the El Diablito. That was a good thing of the night, a highlight. You've seen his hat. And also, Provodnikov's entrance. You know, it's rare that you see fighters that, like, really scare you when you look at him. It's like, you know, I don't really want to meet him in person, because he might start screaming or something, you know, or he might say something that's culturally off, and he don't know that it may be cool where he's from, but over here it's scary as fuck to us. You know, like when, like, if he say, like, yo, look at that dog, I'm about to chase him. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he chases dogs. I'm just saying. I wanted to say bear. You know, that he just, like, you know, rustle a bear, but then I would have to put myself in a situation where why would me and Ruslan Provodnikov be anywhere near bears? So I know it makes it a little crazy, I know. But long story short, listen. Castillo is almost 41 years old. December the 14th, I looked it up. He's going to be 41 years old. He is the last person to almost defeat Floyd Mayweather. The reason why I don't say Marcos Maidana, because in my opinion, that fight should have been a draw. So I'm talking about the first fight, but that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. So I can understand the name, but at the same time, he's done. You know, he's done. We knew he were done, and I understand punchers have a puncher's chance sometimes, but realistically, going in, no one gave him a chance. Actually, we thought he would probably be done before the 5th round. And another nasty thing of the night, I got a bad taste in my mouth and I feel dirty watching that Mickey Rourke, the 62-year-old actor that he played the villain in Iron Man 2, you know, and what else was he? He was something else too with Van Damme. Anyway, long story short, listen, don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not going to make you feel good. It's going to make you almost give up on boxing. I almost gave up hope because I was watching, and for some reason I was excited about it. Why? Because I cover every single major fight live. And I'm thinking, well, he is kind of a celebrity. Well, he's a celebrity. And then he's just old as fuck. So I'm like, I gotta watch it. So I'm watching, and it's just like all slow. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what that was. Ruslan Provodnikov and Manny Pacquiao cannot fight. Now, here's why. Marvin Somodio has been working with Ruslan for 3 of the last 4 fights, if I'm correct. Ruslan has won those fights. No, wait, 2 or 3 fights. I'm not going to get into numbers, but long story short, he has a better win percentage with Somodio than with Freddie Roach at this point in time. So if a fight between him and Manny Pacquiao would happen, you would have Freddie Roach in one corner, and then you'll have Marvin Somodio in one corner. Freddie Roach, however, trains both of them, you know, and Somodio is the understudy of Freddie Roach, and they're both in the same gym, and they're both going to be following Freddie Roach plans in fighting each other. And how can you have an HBO 24, you know? So if you think about it, the only way he would be able to get that fight, he would have to leave his trainer. Simple as that. He would have to leave his trainer. That would be the only way. So let's scratch that out. Now, do you think that Chris Algieri would fight Ruslan Provodnikov again at this point in time right now in his career, where he barely won the first fight? He could have been stopped. You know, he barely won the first fight. So would he fight him after being knocked out by Manny Pacquiao? Would he be out of the cage with Ruslan Provodnikov? See, so I scratched that out. You look at Timothy Bradley. Provodnikov took something from him. Provodnikov took something from him, and Timothy Bradley ain't been right since. Okay, yeah, he went on to decisively beat Juan Manuel Marquez, but something ain't been right. You know, we know. You know, remember when they was carrying him back to the locker room? He all concussed. And he talking to himself and everything. It's like, yo, that's serious. You know, and then when Pacquiao beat him up, he got 2 broken feet and wheelchair. You know, he takes some beatings, and that's why he's so good. He has fan appeal because he will fight anybody and he fight his ass off. And if you look at it, when it comes to his defeats, even the second Manny Pacquiao fight, it was always something that happened. Either the injury, you know, or, you know, it can be many, many things. You know, and also, you know, he had a different game plan than the first fight. He wasn't trying to outbox him, he was trying to make a statement. So when you look at Marquez, he followed the perfect game plan. He boxed. When you look at the Ruslan Provodnikov fight, if he would have boxed, he would have won, but he had some, no, he did win, but he would have won more decisively, and he wouldn't have got a concussion and got all, you know, what did he say? He couldn't talk or something for like a few weeks or something, gotten damn near half beat to death. Remember, he ended that fight on his knees. You know, even though he won that fight, if you think about it, that's one of those fights that a fighter in his mind is like, damn, you know, like I won. But remember the closing seconds of that fight. It was Provodnikov standing over it. So just like when you look at Mayweather versus Maidana 1, when you have Maidana losing, but you got Maidana being cheered out like a hero, you know, Mayweather couldn't have something like that. Like, that's like, you're Las Vegas. You can't have him leaving your arena. You know, people cheering for him. So when you look at the when you look at the situation with, I don't know what I was talking about. Sometimes I just start rambling and I don't know what I be talking about sometimes. I'm a little tired. It's a long day in T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Subscribe. Real Combat Media. El Diablito Apparel. They got some sick ass gloves. You should check them out. Follow me on Facebook. All my links and everything are down below. As you can see, I've been trying to hold my breath for the longest. Alright. T Street Controversy Live.